I got my goat shirt on to talk about the goat. I feel like wearing a Beyonce shirt for this was very appropriate because they're goats in their own respective things. Serena Williams came out with makeup line. That was not on my 2024 bingo card at all. Not something that I thought about, but neither was an earthquake happening in New York. So, but here we are, 2024. Serena Williams put out a makeup line. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Tamara. If you're new here, my channel primarily consists of beauty, a little bit of fashion, a little bit of lifestyle. Today we're getting into the makeup. Serena Williams put out a makeup line. Now, when I think about Serena Williams, obviously I think tennis. I don't really think like makeup, beauty, any of that. But then again, when I think about it, I don't really pay attention to her outside of the court and like her other business ventures. Like, I don't really know what her other stuff is. I know tennis. I know she has a nice little beautiful family. I know she advocates for Black maternity, and like that's kind of it. But her girl put out a makeup line and I picked a few things, so we're gonna try it. This is called WYN Beauty. WYN Beauty by Serena. It has this like tennis ball color, I'm assuming. I also did read that like even though it's a tennis ball color, Chartreuse, I think is what the color is. It like means something important to her. When I find it, I'll just put it in the description down below. But what are the claims with WYN Beauty? WYN Beauty is showing up as the best version of yourself, so they make products for life, not just for a photo finish. The intention is at the core of our formulas. They're made with clean, high-performing ingredients that beautifully keep skin improving for days, which a lot of these products actually say they last like 72 hours. I don't really know what that means. Like, are you wearing your makeup for 72 hours? Or the fact that it's improving skin for days, does it mean that, like, when you wear this makeup, it has skincare things that, like, carry you throughout? I guess we'll find out. The website also says they're committed to living in color with confidence. The products are formulated, tested, and perfected with deeper skin tones as the starting point. I know that's right. I know that's right, Serena. Meaning everyone will find their match. I color matched myself online. It literally came out today. I didn't wait until Ulta Beauty put it out. I ordered online. Was it this morning or last night? Because I was like, I'm getting this review out this week. Crossing my fingers. But I ordered it online, so I'm hoping that the colors work. When I went into the store, the display, they were like just putting it up. Dedication. Dedication. All right, let's get into this makeup. If you are new here, what I like to do is go in with the products that I always use when I'm doing makeup reviews. So like everything's super consistent. I know how the stuff works that I usually use. So we're going to see how the new stuff wears on top of it. I picked up like a concealer, a foundation, and like a multifunctional color stick. It can go on your cheeks and it can go on your lips. There's a bunch of other stuff. I know she put out like eye products, mascara. I thought about picking up the mascara, but I was like, girl, you're already spending so much money. Maybe I'll try it later. So there's plenty of stuff that she actually came out with. I'm mainly just trying the complexion stuff today. All right, so my face is primed. I use my Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer. I'm going to go with my color corrector from Sigma just to cover up these dark circles, because this is what I always do. Otherwise, actually, I think I'll do color corrector on one side and then see what the concealer coverage actually is on the other side with my dark circles. I got this in the color 330 Pinnacle. It's supposed to be like a warm golden. Hopefully it works. It looks a little dark. So we'll see. Right off the bat, packaging is very interesting. It's like, seems very reminiscent of a tennis ball. I don't know what I think about this. It's a little bulky. Like, if you're like traveling with this, I feel like this would be a little bulky to carry around. I mean, if you're thinking Serena Williams, I guess this is what would make sense for her packaging. I wonder how this ties into like tennis though, is what I'm like curious about. Like, is the 72-hour hydrating like because you're on the tennis court and like this is helping you stay hydrated, and like natural radiant finish is what it is. It's a hydrating skin tint, so it has SPF in it too. So like, I guess if you're like playing out in the sun, I'm just making guesses. It doesn't really say anything on the website. I'm gonna go in and let's just pump it onto the face. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. It has like an open and closed. What are the price points for this? We're going in with our first pump. What is the price point on this? $29 for skin tint. I don't think that that's terrible. This might be a little white. Let's see, I'm gonna blend it out. So it says this coverage is buildable and it's a natural radiant finish. I'm gonna start with one pump and we'll go from there. This is a little light. It blends into the skin like really well. I want to pull a mirror closer so I can actually see what's going on. It's definitely pretty. It has like decent coverage. So this is my skin with. This is my skin without. I'm going to go in on this side. I have like little dark spots on this side, so we'll see how well it covers it up. It feels like good on the skin so far. I'm actually going to do a wear test today because I feel like just wearing it and taking it off doesn't really do it justice. So this is this side with, this is my dark spot. It didn't really cover it up, but I'm sure I can like build. I'm going to build a little bit on this side. Even though it comes off like light, it blends into my skin like super well. Like I actually don't mind the color. What do you think? So far, I think this is actually very pretty on the skin. It's definitely radiant. I did like 2 pumps on the side. I don't know if it covered up my black marks like any more than it did previously. I could keep trying to build it up, but I don't think I'm going to keep trying to build it up. We're just going to go for a nice little like natural glam type look today. The color actually worked out a lot better than I thought it would. At first, I thought that like it was way too light, but I think it looks good. Let's try this concealer. I actually really like that you can like close this. That's very convenient when traveling because all of us, I'm sure at some point have had, oh, now my foundation is spilled all over the place, or now my skin tint is spilled all over the place. And the fact that they have like super solid packaging, like this is some hard plastic, and you can like close the lid. Innovation. Maybe other people have done it before. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I'm going to give Serena some points for innovation on this. Let's try this concealer. It's the same lovely little... Oh, this is not. Oh, shit. This is not at all. Wait, maybe this is the. Okay. I didn't read it. The 2 boxes are like the exact same. I thought this was the concealer, and I was like, girl, this is never gonna, like, you can't even, but this is the lip thing. Let me actually grab the concealer. This box is longer, so that makes sense. I was gonna be like, what color did you pick? Because that makes no sense. But this is the concealer. It's too light. That's okay. We're gonna make it work. I got this in 255 Act. All of them have names, like the concealer and like the lip products and the foundation and everything. This is too light for me, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. The claims for this is it's a soft matte concealer, and same thing, it's buildable to medium coverage. I do think it's interesting that they did soft matte and natural radiant, but I think ultimately that makes sense. Like I said, I'm a makeup lover. I'm not a makeup artist, so. This is what the applicator looks like. It's a little small, not really like a doe foot, but I think it's nice. It's easy to use. It's flat. I don't mind it. I think I'm going to blend out one side with a brush and then one side with a sponge just to see how the product wears with both of them. Let's just do like a true review type thing. It also said that this product is a cream to powder finish. Do other companies have that? I don't think that I've ever used something like that. But I think that's probably innovative too. I wonder what the point of that is. I wonder if it's because you don't have to set it. It doesn't say anything about not having to set it, but just some thoughts. So far, this is blending out pretty well. Yeah, this is blending out pretty well. I think the coverage is definitely there for this one. This is also the side that I put on the color corrector, so we'll see the difference. I'm going to go through with the sponge and just like blend it out a little bit so it looks a little more seamless. Oh, that soaked everything up. Shoot. I'm going to go through with a sponge on this side too, just to see the difference, but it seems like this sponge kind of just like absorbs everything, unfortunately. I'm going to go in with a brush for the rest of this because the product is gone. This just sucked everything up. I'm not really sure why. I'm going to add a little bit more on each side just so that there's some coverage. What do you guys think of celebrity makeup brands? Like I said in the beginning, I don't really like think like, oh, Serena Williams makeup. Maybe on platforms that I don't pay attention to, like that's like a thing. But oftentimes when I see somebody coming out with something, do I usually see them doing this thing, or is this usually something that people like mention them for? Like when Sierra came out with a skincare line, it didn't really make sense to me because I was like, that's not really anything you hear Sierra, like her skin is so like I don't think that's what people really talk, like they talk about her fashion a lot, but I don't think I've really heard them talk about like her skincare. It was a little shocking to me to see that Serena Williams is coming out with a makeup line, but obviously I was gonna try it. We support Serena Williams over here, so let's see what this venture is all about. I'm gonna do like a quick smooth all of this out. I feel like when you use a sponge, it just goes very natural with it, but when you use like a brush, it definitely gives a lot more coverage, but it could just be the sponge that I'm using as well. Let's set this face. We're gonna use the Huda Beauty in Kunafa, which I always use. Now we're going to go in with this MVP Most Versatile Pigment Multifunction Lip and Cheek Color. I got this in the color Arrive. I did think this color was going to look a little different. I think it looked a little different on the website. Yeah, that's dark. That's okay. That's what happens when you decide to not do things in store and you just decide to do a order online and pick up. Let's blend this out. I guess I didn't expect for it to be like a super dark orange. I guess we're going for a darker look today. That's all right. Same thing with this product. It says that it is buildable. Maybe I did it incorrectly. Maybe I should do a little bit more. Let's try that again. More product. Okay. I guess, yeah. Okay. You just have to use more. That was my bad. That was my bad. I feel like this is really like a natural glam type of makeup line because everything is like buildable. It's not giving you like, I'm gonna add a little bit more on this side since I did that all on the other side. I feel like it dries down really fast. Yeah, you gotta really add because otherwise it goes away so quickly. I don't know if I really like this so far. It's a really pretty color, but you gotta do a lot of finicking and adding with it to make sure that you get the right thing. I like how I did this side better than I did. Definitely do like the color. I'm gonna go through and add contour, bronzer, add a little bit to my eyes, and then I will come back on camera to set my face. I think I mentioned with this MVP lip multifunctional versatile product that it can be lip and cheek. So I'm going to line my lips and I'm going to use it on my lips and we're going to set this face and we're going to see how we're looking. My lips are a little dry. I think this is a natural satin finish and it says it does not smudge. So I'm interested to see how that looks when I go about the rest of my day because we're doing a wear test. I like this for the lips a lot. Everything feels like refreshing. I think everything has said that it's hydrating and this like feels very hydrating. Everything feels like just like hydration on the skin. I guess that's why it says 72-hour hydration. I really like this color as a lip color. This is so pretty. It just feels like wet. This is so, I guess this is like the hydrating piece. Like everything that I've used so far has felt like wet on my face, which isn't like a bad thing. I just feel like it's like adding hydration. I love this as a lip color. I'm gonna set my face. I like my face so far, even though it's not set. All right, we're gonna go in with my Urban Decay All-Nighter because this is what I always use. Let this dry and then I'll pop back on camera. Look at that, look at that. Look. Has anybody listened to Cowboy Carter? What do you think? I think I like it. When I listen to it, I'm just like, I can't wait to see this concert. But like, how much are these tickets gonna be, Beyonce? Things are getting crazy in this economy. I think I talked about the price point of the concealer or the MVP. The concealer is $25. I feel like that's a little bit expensive. Skin tint, $29. Concealer, $25. I don't know. I feel like 20. What do you mean? I don't know. I don't do this stuff, so. But like when I think about like people's concealer to foundation, like some foundations are like $49 and then their concealer is like $36. It's a little expensive for a concealer when the skin tint is $29, but I don't know anything. I'm just a girl that loves makeup. and I'm just reviewing makeup. The MVP is $21. I feel like that's reasonable. You can use it on your cheek, you can use it on your lips. This is such a pretty color. I'm in love with it. Everything else is around like $20. She has lip products, they're $20. She has a mascara that I was actually going to try, but I decided not to. It's $19. I mean, it's like fairly reasonable price. I guess it's kind of like middle of the tier. I don't know. But this is what her face looks like dried down. I feel like it's pretty. I feel like it definitely looks like a lot of the other faces that I do. Like, so it doesn't look like we're skipping out on quality here. For some reason, this area is so light. It doesn't look like that here, but it looks like that here. Ooh, it's actually pretty late. It's like 5:44 right now. Can you see my phone? You can't. It's too bright. It's 5:44 right now. I'm going to wear this for like a couple of hours. I'm not going to be up that much longer. I got like things to do around the house, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to check back in, and we're going to see how this face is looking. What do you think so far? All right, I'm back. Hopefully I don't have anything in my teeth. I've eaten. I've cooked. I've done all the little things I need to do around the house. It's almost been 3 hours. I wanted to make it the full 3 hours, but I want to wash my face and I want to climb in bed and maybe do nothing. I also have a headache, so that doesn't help. But this is what my face looks like after almost 3 hours. I still have my lip on. It says that it is smudge resistant. I mean, I've done all this stuff. There's probably all this different type of like grease and stuff like that. I want to reapply this and see if it dries down, if it actually is smudge resistant. Crazy how wet it feels when you apply it, but I'm gonna let that dry and then we're gonna do the smudge proof test. But let's go through the products. I think my makeup looks decent. I feel like it looks pretty good after like sitting on my face for the last 3 hours. I don't really have any complaints, if I'm being honest. Like, there's nothing that I was like, ugh, that looks terrible. I think my favorite thing that I tried out of the things that I picked up was the skin tint. I feel like it felt like really good on my skin. I like the coverage. I like the radiant finish. It has SPF in it. I think the color match was actually pretty good. I thought it was going to be a little bit light, but it blended into my skin really well. I don't have any complaints about the skin tint. I think it's nice. The fact that it has SPF, it'd be good for like day-to-day wear. It'd be good when you like go on vacation. If you're one of those people that like to like put on foundation as you go out for the day, you have SPF, so you really don't have to worry about like putting on extra layers of sunscreen. So there's that. The packaging is interesting, but it's Serena, so it makes sense. I do like that like the nozzle closes and opens. That's great, especially if you're traveling. But I don't know. I guess it just reminds me of Serena. Like, this screams Serena Williams brand because of the color. The concealer was probably the thing that I liked the least. It just didn't do anything for me. It wasn't bad, but like usually when I put on a concealer and I really like it, I'm like, oh, that looks really good. And I was just like, oh, I mean, there was nothing wrong with it, but it also didn't like wow me. I feel like when I really like a concealer, I'm like, ah, that looks like so good on my skin. I also think the fact that I didn't pick up the right color affects things as well. So maybe I'll try this in a little bit of a darker shade and see if I kind of changes my opinion on the concealer. It's not bad, but it's definitely not one of my favorites. Maybe because it's matte. I guess I don't use a lot of matte concealers. Maybe because it's matte. That might be what the thing is. I don't know. I'm going to have to test it out a little bit more to see what my issue is with it. Last thing that I picked up, the MVP. I said it already. I love it as a lip color. I just love this lip color. I don't really know why. Like, it'd be perfect for fall. I didn't really like it as a cheek blush situation. I feel like you really have to play with it in order to get the results that you like. I mean, all you really have to do is just add more, but I guess I just expected, like, I put some on and it would disappear. I guess price point wise, the first time I tried the e.l.f. new liquid blushes, I put it on, not a lot, and it went away. But it's $7. I put this on and it went away, and I think it's either 20 or 19. It's like somewhere in there. I guess I just expected a little more payoff when using it on the cheek, but love it as a lip color. And that's all that I picked up. I think my lips they're not quite dry yet. I'm going to use the fan, and we're going to see if it's actually smudge resistant. I'm hoping it's completely dried out. All right, so it's smudge resistant. I mean, whatever. It stayed on when I like ate food and stuff like that. I think it's just probably not completely smudge resistant, but I think when you're like eating a meal, it's not going to come off completely. But I mean, it does come off. It isn't smudge resistant, but it does stay on pretty well. Did many of the things, and like when I came back on camera, it was still on my lips. So it might not be as prominent. You might have to reapply, but still semi-smudge proof. Final thoughts. For me, I already have a lot of makeup. My rule is when I'm reviewing new makeup, if I already have something like it, I don't need it. Like, I'm only going to use so much makeup. The only thing that I might make an exception for is this, like, skin tint. There's something about it that I like. It is like other skin tints that I tried, but there's something about this that I like. So I think I'm going to stick with it. I've ranted and raved about the fact that I really like this color, so I'm probably just going to keep it because I really like this lip color. The concealer, I'm kind of like, she can go back. She didn't really wow me. There's nothing wrong with her, but I don't really need it. I might try it in a different color, but we'll see. My nails, I need to remove the rest of them. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think about the products that I tried. Let me know if you're going to be trying any of Serena Williams' newest makeup. What do you think about Serena Williams putting on a makeup line? What do you think about celebrity lines in general? What do you think about how my makeup turned out? Sound out in the comments. Let me know down below what you think and if you'll be picking anything up. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. We are on the road to 500. We're at like 450 now. Thank you so much for the new people that have subscribed. Thank you so much for the people that continue to follow me. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.